What is going on, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. My name is Richie, and we're talking about the latest report coming in about Isaiah Hartenstein, a player that every single Knicks fan is hoping that will be back for a long-term contract. Now, we have a rumor to talk about. What else is new? That he could command upwards of $100 million in Isaiah Hartenstein. This is interesting. I got to share my thoughts about this news because we all are holding out some optimism that Isaiah Hartenstein will be back. But the reality is that Knicks fans need to realize that he's a hot commodity, and there could be some teams out there offering Isaiah Hartenstein a bag that will be hard for Hartenstein to refuse. And it's going to be up to him to choose to come to the Knicks on a discount or go get paid and go to another team. So Knicks fans, before I share my thoughts, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. How do you feel about this report? We're going to get deep into the article and break it all down and share my thoughts, but I'd love to hear what Knicks fans have to say in the comment section. I appreciate all Knicks fans tuning into my latest shows here, talking about all the latest news and rumors. I've been reading all the comments, and you guys are really insightful, sharing your opinions. This is a time where Knicks fans can come together and have kind of like a little debate here and there about what the Knicks should do, what they shouldn't do. And this is another one that we got to talk about down below in the comments section. And don't forget to also simply hit the like button for your boy and subscribe here to Knicks Media. We got a lot of new subscribers tuning in, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys tuning in to Knicks Media. Now, without further ado, let's get into the article. If you guys want to check out the article yourself, I linked it down below in the description of the video. So this article is on Bleacher Report. Okay, so here it is. Knicks rumors Isaiah Hartenstein's NBA free agent contract could be upwards of $100 million. Let's read it together. New York Knicks center Hartenstein is reportedly expected to attract some significant offers in free agency this offseason. According to Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports, NBA executives and cap strategists believe Hartenstein will be able to command a contract that pays him a total of at least $80 million and possibly upwards of $100 million. Given the Knicks' salary cap situation, their best chance to keep Hartenstein may be to utilize his early bird rights. But as noted by Fisher, the best they can offer him is a 4-year, $72.5 million contract, which could open the door for other teams to potentially land him. A second-round pick in 2017, Hartenstein has largely had a nomadic NBA career thus far. Over his first 4 seasons, Hartenstein played for 4 different teams. Yeah, we know all this. So now they're just going to Hartenstein as a player. We know all this and what he brings to the table. So basically, this isn't really anything new other than he could be getting $100 million from a team not named the New York Knicks. Now, just so you guys realize, the headliner here and the title of the video, the Knicks are not going to offer him $100 million. That would be a team outside of the Knicks, right? The Knicks could offer him a 4-year, $72.5 million contract because of the early bird rights. This can happen immediately after the NBA Finals, and it would be up to Hartenstein to accept this deal or go hit the open market and get paid a significant amount more over there on the open market. So I think this is kind of going to be in Hartenstein's court, right? The Knicks can only do so much. They have the early bird rights. They can offer him a contract, and then it's going to be up to Hartenstein himself. Does he want to come back to the Knicks and really try to run it back and try to go after a championship here and get paid less? Or is he going to want to get paid a max deal? Okay, so I don't think that Knicks fans need to realize that this report we're talking about of him getting paid upwards of $100 million, again, that will not be from the Knicks. That will be from a team offering him that potentially, right? It's not guaranteed that a team will offer him that to try to lure him away from the New York Knicks, because the reality is there's a lot of NBA teams out there that has way more cap space than the Knicks, because the Knicks don't have a lot of wiggle room, right? We have a lot of players on this roster that's getting paid a significant amount of money. We have to extend Brunson, which wouldn't really affect the cap this year, but in the future years, of course. OG Anunoby is due to get paid, so there's a lot of different things, and Knicks got to figure it out. All right, so let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. We got a super chat from my man, Lissell. What's up, Lissell? Appreciate the $5 super chat. Making Nicholas Claxton soon-to-be contract look. Yeah, Claxton is, I guess, due to get paid. I don't know what he's demanding on the open market. I know you're a Brooklyn Nets fan, Lissell, so let me know in the chat if you want the Nets to re-sign Claxton, because I'm curious if he's a player. I don't know what type of contract he's looking at. But again, Isaiah Hartenstein's contract to be upwards of $100 million is kind of wild. I'd be shocked if he does land a deal for that much money. I thought it would be the 4-year, $80 million from another team. But the fact that it could be possibly upwards of $100 million is crazy. Remember, possibly does not mean it's guaranteed. Okay, that's another thing we have to keep in mind. There's a lot of teams out there that have some money that could offer him that type of contract. But the reality is it's going to be up to iHeart. It's going to be up to you, Isaiah Hartenstein. It's either you stick with the Knicks for a 4-year, $72.5 million contract, or you move on and you get paid more on the open market elsewhere. It's kind of that simple. It's really not that complicated when you break it down into that reality. Is Hartenstein is his decision. The Knicks have a number that they can offer him, and that's the max amount of money that they can literally offer him. So it's not like the Knicks are, offering Hartenstein a contract that is being cheap, or they're not giving him the money that he deserves. No, that's not the reality. The NBA cap situation is different than other sports like the NFL. So that's the max they're allowed to offer him because of the early bird rights. And again, they can also start these negotiations immediately after the NBA Finals, I believe, which, by the way, is officially set up for the Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics after the Mavericks blew out Minnesota last night. How about Luka Doncic? Let's go Mavs, first of all. Let's go Mavs, right? Because screw Boston. And speaking of the NBA Finals, I'm curious to see what the odds are set up for on BetUS Sports, the official sportsbook sponsor of Knicks Media for the NBA Finals. I honestly haven't even looked at it yet. So we have game one already. The numbers are up, and wow, the Celtics are heavy favorites at home, bro. I mean, Dallas went into Minnesota in the Western Conference Finals and beat the Timberwolves in the first two games. Give me the Mavericks at plus 6.5 on the road in game one of the NBA Finals. That's just for game one. I'm sure they have a lot of other odds here. Series leader, who is going to lead the series in points? Luka Doncic is the favorite here. The series leader in rebounds. They have a lot of fun things here. Doncic is the favorite for a lot of things. I'm curious what kind of, you can bet on the NBA Finals MVP. Jason Tatum is the favorite. Luka at plus 200. I like those odds. I like Luka to win NBA Finals MVP at plus 200 because let's be honest with ourselves. If the Mavs win the Finals, he's going to win the MVP. I mean, Kyrie is kind of an outlier at plus 1,800. I mean, I would assume that if the Mavericks win the Finals, Luka is leading the way, even though Kyrie Irving has something to say about it. But you saw what Luka did last night. The guy is out of control. So there's a lot of interesting bets here on BetUS Sportsbook. If you guys want to check it out, you guys know them by now. Open up your account today for BetUS Sportsbook and receive a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits with a 10% gambler's insurance up to $2,500. Please bet responsibly, folks. And remember, they have a fast 24-hour payout and a reliable 24/7 customer service. So a big-time shout-out to BetUS Sportsbook for being the proud sportsbook sponsor of Knicks Media.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
I got Dallas winning in 6. Give me the Dallas Mavericks in 6. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you guys got winning the NBA Finals? Maybe I'm just biased and I'm just against the Celtics, but I think this is Luka's year. I think this is Luka's year to win it all, man. I think this is Luka's year. So let me know in the chat what you guys think about the NBA Finals. But getting back into the Knicks rumors about Isaiah Hartenstein, there's another thing about the Hartenstein stuff that not a lot of people are talking about. We talked about it briefly on this show before, but Mitchell Robinson. What are the Knicks going to do with Mitch? Like, is there a world where we keep Mitchell Robinson and we re-sign Isaiah Hartenstein? Or do we have to sacrifice Mitch? Because Mitch is getting paid a big amount of money, and the Knicks would have to be investing a lot of money in the center position. Now, the only negative to Mitchell Robinson is very simple. He's an injury-prone player, okay? When Mitch is healthy, he's dominant. He deserves the contract, but the reality is he can't stay healthy. So that's another thing that Knicks fans have to consider about moving on from Mitchell Robinson potentially. So that's another thing. LaSalle with another super chat. Thank you so much, LaSalle. I really do appreciate the $5 here. Again, another $5 super chat. Oh, yeah, especially for $80 million. I'm liking the new coach as well. He's emphasizing youth with Noah Clowney, a person who I think Knicks fans hate. CT24. Man, it's funny because I remember when LaSalle would be on my show years ago, he would talk so much smack about the Knicks because the Nets at that time were better. How about now? The Knicks are running this city as they always will be. The Nets will never run the city of New York. They didn't even run the city when they have Kevin Durant, bro. How funny is that? The Brooklyn Nets signed Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving from the Knicks, and they did nothing with it. That was their only chance they possibly had to run the city, and they couldn't even do it. Couldn't even do it. Just saying. Now the Brooklyn Nets are in a very interesting spot. So, hey, are the Brooklyn Nets going to re-sign Claxton? We shall see. But the Knicks and Nets rivalry doesn't really feel like a rivalry anymore. Just saying. Right when Claxton's like, oh, yeah, I never lost to the Knicks in my career. Yeah, what happened after that? Oh, you lost 5 in a row to the Knicks, I believe. So keep talking about Brooklyn, LaSalle. Keep talking about him. Outlaw with a comment says, yeah, we might have to move on from Mitchell Robinson. The best abilities is availability, and he's never available. But when he's healthy, he's a problem. Exactly, my man. That's the issue with Mitchell Robinson. It's not that he's not a good basketball player. It's his availability that is always up for debate. So we shall see. We shall see. So that's really all I have for you guys regarding this Isaiah Hartenstein update. Let me know your thoughts again in the comments if you did not already. If you would hope, like, what's your level? The question kind of is this. What's your level of optimism of Isaiah Hartenstein accepting a 4-year, $72.5 million deal from the Knicks? Because that's really the only thing we can question. Will Hartenstein accept that deal and sign with the Knicks, or will he go hit the open market and sign with the team upwards of 80 or even $100 million? That is the question. So sound off in the comments, folks. My name is Richie from Knicks Media. Hit the like button if you guys enjoy. I'm going to wrap up the show here. Enjoy your weekend and get outside, folks. The sun is out in New York City, baby. Let's go. Love you guys. Let's go, Knicks, and have a great weekend. Peace out, guys.